Wow, Patricia, your dinking has improved a lot. Very nice. There you go. Not the rest of you, though. The rest of you all suck. Uh-oh. All right, so when you're done your structured dinking warm-up, switch over to the structured volley warm-up. So same patterns, we're just doing it as a volley now. Okay? You guys have already started volley, right? Okay. Did I actually see a backhand volley there? I don't know. I did. Yeah. From in front of you. It's awesome. So everything in front of your body, anything that's right midline in your body instead of this, should be good. Okay? You're not cracking the egg. I love it. Yeah. I love it. That's awesome. Try and keep both feet on the ground. Because you're doing this. Right. I know you want to get that. Just try not to lift it off the ground. Drag it forward if you need to, but try and keep it on the ground. Okay? One sec. Hop. Stop. One sec. One sec. One sec. One sec. One sec. Stop. Okay. So everything that you were hitting her was popping up. Why do you think that is?
Because I'm warming up.
No, that's part of it. But there's something more fundamental than that.
What would my paddle is angled up.
So,
and my paddle needs to be angled down.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because if everything's popping up and it has underspin on it, it tells you your paddle face is just open too much.
The other thing is, this is hard on a warm up.
It is.
This backhand volley is hard on a warm up.
Remember to caress. Caress. Don't crack the egg, okay? Much better, Anne. That's beautiful. Nice, Christine. Wow, very nice. Oh, very nice, ladies. Very nice. Wow, very nicely done. Good. Okay, come on in, ladies. I am so impressed. 3 months ago when we started doing this whole structured volley warm-up, everybody was struggling. But now you guys have it like 90% under control. That's really impressive. Yeah. But you're still awful. Everybody else is better. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's an interesting thing when you're inside it. You sometimes can't see it. You particularly count on external validation, right? You probably don't watch a lot of video on yourself, so you become more aware of it. If all of your sources of validation are external, and everybody around you is getting better at the same rate, your ways of measuring your improvement don't work because it appears to be flat, right? Because you would consider yourself getting better if you were getting better relative to everybody else here, right? But if everybody else is getting better at the same rate as you, your perception is that you're stuck at the same rate. One of the reasons why I post the videos is so you can see yourself. And so you can take your video from volleying today and look back at volleying 3 months ago and see the difference, right? I know a lot of people are really uncomfortable with it. But I'm gonna let Angela talk about how uncomfortable she was and what she's learned from this.
We'll have a video cut. We'll have a video cut of everybody how good they are. The first time I looked at a video, my ass was seriously this big and a white skirt. I was like, well, that white skirt's going in the office. We don't want that. Just like, whatever. Basically, like, whatever, heart's ass. So,
it really is worth getting, if you can, getting past that though, because especially if you're a visual person, your understanding of what you're doing and seeing and your recognition of repeating the same mistakes over and over, it improves dramatically when you start watching the video, because you see things externally, you see things from a different perspective, and you start to see patterns that you can't see when you're inside, when it's point of view, when it's your own personal point of view. So it's worth doing. I'm not requiring it. It's there. It's an option for you. Yeah. Yeah.
That makes you wider than your mom.
Yeah. So I used to have the camera mounted like this high on my little tripod, which was right at everybody's ass level. So it made everybody's asses look big, right, when they get close to the camera. But now I put the camera way up high and looking down, so everybody looks tiny now. So.
In the garbage. I know.
Anyway, that aside, you don't see your improvement, but I do. One of the things one of the ways in which I can tell that you're significantly better than you were 3 months ago is on these drills especially is it was impossible to complete a 10-ball sequence without the play breaking down. And now you can't do every 10-ball sequence, every 10-ball pattern without breaking down, but you can sometimes go 2 or 3 of them without it breaking down. And some partners, when they get together, can do 100 balls where it doesn't break down. It might start to loosen up a little bit, but it never actually breaks down. Part of that is the habit that I've been trying to inculcate in you guys of when the ball gets out of control, stop it, reset, so that we're only practicing good habits, not practicing bad habits. So when the ball starts to get loose, there's no point in trying to save it, right? Unless you can do it in one stroke. But if it starts to break down, just grab it, reset, because then you're practicing your good habits. Practicing your bad habits is not going to help you. It's going to make you worse, not better. And you'll get quicker faster if you do it that way. And I noticed today that with a couple of exceptions here and there where the ball really got loose, you guys were controlling the ball, getting it back under control, resetting, and that's a really good habit because it makes you better faster. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work. Any questions about what we did in the warm-up before I move on?
Did we acknowledge which was his medal?
Oh yes, medal winners. So tell us about your medals. Tell us about your medals.
I know. Yeah, please do it.
We are gonna take pictures of all of our medal winners. So yeah, and we're gonna be putting them up in here in this building. Yeah. Yeah. So we have 3 medal winners today. So tell us your story first. Smaller. That's okay.
Cheryl and I had an amazing granite cartoon because we lost the gold medal and we got silver. So, you know, like it was that game.
Wow.
You have it etched in your metal.
Yeah.
Very, very proud.
All right.
I mean,
So silver medal.
silver medal.
Awesome. Yeah.
They're very nice. The one was smashed with Cheryl and I just, well, and I said to Cheryl,
I am proud. All right. And a medal winner here, right? You and Neil. Yeah. Bronze medal in 3.0. 3.0. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And in the same tournament, gold in 3.0. Yeah. I could have sworn I was playing with George Clooney that day. But apparently it was some guy named Steve Carelli. I don't remember what he looks like. All right. Since you've been in our program? Well, then it doesn't count. It only counts. No, just kidding. So we are.
I have no pickleball, but I have medals in
Pinot drinking.
Pinot drinking. Yes, I do. Yes, I know. And I have written in the back who I was drinking with.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's coming. She won the pewter goblet. It's actually a. All right. She had to drink her weight in wine. Okay, so today we're going to be working on, we're going to start with reaction volleys, then we're going to be going ground stroke to volley, and then we're going to do the last hour, we're going to play a third shot drive game, which you two have played. I don't think anybody else here has played it yet. So we're going to learn a new game today. So just grab the partner you were with. We're going to just take a couple of, just 2 minutes maybe to start with the partner you're with, then I'm going to rotate. Okay, so you guys know what reaction volleys are, right?
Leaving at 9.
Okay. Okay.
Better be a good excuse.
I can tell you right now you're fine, but. All right, so grab the partner you're with. Let's do some reaction volleys. Keep it under control. I don't want to see any balls flying out of control. So if you start to lose control, grab the ball and restart. So reaction volley is just kitchen to kitchen, just back and forth. Just reaction volleys, no pattern, just reaction volleys. And I'll just get you started, and then we're going to rotate. Actually, ladies, stop. Patricia, I'm going to move you guys to this court right here, okay? You're welcome. Patricia, I'm moving this. Patricia, putting this in the pickleball room for you. All right, Susan's going to be our anchor. Everybody rotate one position around Susan. So Angela, you're going to come here. Charlotte, you're going to slide over. Patricia, you're going to come over with Susan. And you're over here. Perfect. Yep. So I really want you to work on today. This is practice. Really want you to work on taking more backhand volleys into the center. And remember, we don't want to hump in our wrist, right? So we want your wrist to be relatively flat, preferably with a little bit of a divot in it. If it's up here, your wrist might hump, right? But you should not have a hump in your wrist down here, okay? Very good, nicely done. All right, remember, gentle. You hit the ball very, very crisply, which is awesome in a game, but this is a control situation, so you just need to be a little bit less crisp. How's the knee? So remember that anything on the outside, you want to flip the paddle around. Right? Try not to chicken wing. Sometimes you have to. There we go. And we're keeping your feet on the ground, right?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Good. You're so smooth now. Like you're just so smooth. Just keep working on the smooth. Good. And those are lovely. Absolutely perfect, Ann. Good. Well done. Yeah. So one of the things you want to watch for when you're pushing the ball towards her is it going up with underspin? Because if it's going up with underspin, that's a sign that your paddle's too open. So you might want to close your paddle off just a little bit more. So watch for, like for example, if your backhand is consistently popping up with underspin, it's a good time to say adjust your paddle to bring it down. If it's going up, try not to have underspin on it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because those two together are just death. Okay, rotate one position around Susan. Susan's our anchor. Everybody rotate. So you're going to slide over here. Huh? Those are lovely hits. So you stand out in this group as having really exceptional read and reaction skills. Those are going to be really good skills for you going forward. Your technical still needs a little bit of work, but you've got something really solid to build on. You've really got a really good core proficiency there. It's really good to see. You're welcome. Just focus on being smooth with it, because you don't need to be explosive with it. Just be smooth with it. Okay? Well done.
That's where my
Yeah.
where my backhand
Because
goes.
you're reaching over, so you've got your fingers on this side of the paddle.
Okay.
See that?
Yep.
You want to move your fingers so that they're on the bottom part of the paddle.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. So it's going to require a grip change then.
Yeah. So if you the kind of textbook answer is that you pick one grip to play pickleball with. But the fact is, if you want to make a variety of shots and do a variety of different things, you're going to need a variety of things.
Okay.
Right? So volleying, you're going to make those grip changes. Part of it is going to be what kind of ball is coming towards you.
Okay.
Some of it is dictated by your opponent, right? The person who's sending you the ball. You might have to change your grip. So that's why I'm teaching you to look for the signs. If you're pushing it up, if it's got underspin on it, that means it's a little too open for this context. So you need to close it off a little bit. You have to make those adjustments yourself. You have to self-diagnose what's going on. So yes, it might require a grip change. Okay? All right, let's rotate one position around, Susan. That was exceptional, you two. You were doing great. That was awesome. Everybody pause for 1 second, please. All right. Everybody's got this reaction volley thing down. Let's try and kick it up a notch, go up to the next level. So nose of your paddle follows the ball. So I project, let's say I'm just volleying with Charlotte. We're not going to hit a ball, we're just going to ghost it. So I hit a ball towards Charlotte, the nose of my paddle follows the ball. She hits it back towards me, I turn, I hit my volley, the nose of my paddle follows the ball. So if the ball goes over there, my nose goes over there. If the ball goes over there, my nose goes over there. If the ball goes low, my nose goes low. If the ball goes high, right? So I want to keep the nose of my paddle just following the ball. And you're going to have to get into a bit of a flow. It's a little bit, at first you go, oh, and then change and hit and then change. I want you to just become very smooth with it. It takes a little while to become proficient at this, but you're going to become a much smoother and better and more balanced volleyer if you can follow the ball. Because what's happening now is people are doing this, right? And they're not coming back, right? You can, if you want to use your other hand to remind you, you can, right? So hit the follow, hit and follow, but you shouldn't need to do that, but you can use your left hand if you can. So you want your nose to follow the ball. Try it. See what happens. Well done, Charlotte. Makes it a little harder to control, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, it does.
You got the flow, Susan. Susan's got the flow. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's looking really good. Oh, I was busy watching you paddle. Could you possibly roll any further away? There you go. All right, everybody, come on in.
It is harder.
It's a lot of work, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do water break and just I gotta lecture. I gotta lecture at you for a minute.
Okay.
On volley days, our eyes are wide open. Right? So our eyes get really dried out. So we're gonna do a drink and blink. Angela's gonna explain the blink part. You guys already know the drink part.
Does anybody know the blinking thing for dry eye syndrome? Make sure you fully blink. You don't have to go like this.
I have dry eye syndrome, so yes.
You can have to make the top eyelid touch the bottom And my eye doctor was like, you need to see a specialist right away. So I went to see the specialist, and he was like, you guys are excellent. It was because yesterday, when you saw that happen, you didn't blink. And it's like watching a TV when we're watching the ball, watching the spin, and all that stuff, and we don't blink. And he said, you have to blink when you play pickleball. Very interesting. Otherwise, you start to get dry eyes, and then you can't see the ball as well. Yeah. Right?
So as athletes, we're always taking care of our bodies, our muscles, our the rest of our body. We don't pay a lot of attention to our eyes. In racket sports, our eyes are extremely important. So do some blinking when you go for your water break. Try and build that in as a habit, especially during volley days where our eyes are open. And
Don't get wrinkles over. We want to look good.
All right, so open and close what, 10 times while you're drinking?
10 times until you feel the oil.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because most of us are unconscious, don't touch our body lips. So you need to train that blinking to blink properly.
I feel the sweat.
Feel the sweat? All right, let's grab a drink. Not a meeting, just a drink. Drink and blink. And gonna leave me hanging? Okay. Yeah, that's fine.